On Thursday, October 26th, the Henry Clay Band embarked on an important road trip. Around 2 o'clock p.m., chartered buses pulled up outside the high school, and by the looks on all the happy faces, you could tell that this was going to be an extra fun trip. Okay, you guys, tell me where you're going.
We're going to Orlando, Florida.
You're going to Disney World?
Yeah!
It's our first chance to perform in front of a whole bunch of people that aren't from our school, and we get to go all the way down to Orlando and march at Disney World, which is, a really unique experience. And I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Soon the Henry Clay Band was heading down I-75. It was going to be a long trip, but the buses were equipped with VCRs to help pass the time. And if you didn't like the movies, all you had to do was look out the window to see some breathtaking scenery. The band stopped in Knoxville for dinner at the Piccadilly Cafeteria. There was a wide variety of food to choose from, so everyone got to eat pretty much what they wanted. Then it was back on the road. The band would travel on through the night, passing through downtown Atlanta and the rest of Georgia. By dawn, the buses had arrived in Florida and were heading east to the Atlantic Ocean. The first stop was the Holiday Inn in Cocoa Beach. There the kids enjoyed a hot breakfast, but the real reason they were here was, of course, the beach. What do you got on your neck there?
This would be seaweed.
So it makes a fine piece of jewelry too, right?
Absolutely.
It's about 10:45 back in Lexington. Now, if you were in school, what would you be doing right now?
I'd be in band, probably.
Band?
Yeah.
I'd be in math class right now.
So which would you prefer, this or school?
This.
By mid-morning, the buses were back on the road heading west to Orlando. Around noon, the Henry Clay Band arrived at Disney's MGM Studios, where the kids enjoyed a variety of exciting attractions. How about that rock and roller coaster?
Oh, it was awesome.
What'd you think about it?
Pretty good. Scared me. Definitely.
It was rocking.
Later in the afternoon, the band traveled over to the downtown Disney Marketplace, where the jazz ensemble performed on an outdoor stage. The Steel Drum Band also got to perform.
Okay, guys, here we go. Don't let me down.
After spending some time eating dinner and shopping for souvenirs, the band headed over to Orlando's Planet Hollywood, where there were even more souvenirs from which to choose. Finally, a very weary and worn-out Henry Clay Band arrived at the Country Inn and Suites. Everyone unpacked all of their belongings and headed for their rooms. They looked forward to getting a good night's sleep in a comfortable bed. But the Henry Clay Band was up bright and early Saturday morning, traveling over to Animal Kingdom to eat breakfast at the Rainforest Cafe. Then it was over to the backstage area of Epcot Center for a Disney workshop.
We're here with the Henry Clay Band. As you can see, they don't look terribly excited right now. By the way, I'm your clinician for this morning's activities, Scott Devlin. And haven't actually met the band yet, but I tell you what, when you watch this video afterwards, I hope that we had a good time. I hope it was a little bit different than what you expected. A little slice of Disney music, a little professionalism and everything, and there they go in. That's the actual band going in. We're going to have a good time today.
Inside a special sound studio, the Henry Clay Band got to see what it's like to play an actual film score. After practicing a selection from the Disney animation Aladdin, it was time to record it and synchronize it to film.
Down. Great job. Are you kidding me? One time only? Woo! Everybody take a deep breath.
The kids then had all afternoon to enjoy the multicultural experience of Epcot. In the evening, Henry Clay traveled over to the Citrus Bowl for a Bands of America regional competition. After watching all of the bands perform, the percussion ensemble took the field to entertain the crowd and play on the competing bands for the award ceremony.
The Henry Clay High School Percussion Ensemble from Lexington, Kentucky.
Thousands of people in the stands, and you go out there and do that. What does it take to do something like that?
I guess there's a lot of self-confidence, I guess, you know, in preparing yourself. And it's easy to perform in a huge crowd of people within 2 or 3, so just with a lot of practices, it was easy.
On Sunday morning, the Henry Clay Band arrived at Disney World.
Everybody get the pause a moment.
This day was definitely going to be the highlight of the trip, and the kids didn't waste any time making the most of it. You guys know where you're going?
No, not really. We're trying though.
Shortly after lunch, the band met near the Pirates of the Caribbean to get ready for its performance in the Magical Moments Parade. Using a special hidden gate, the students made their way down a long sidewalk to Disney's back lot area, an area that is off limits to the general public. The first item of business was unpacking all of the instruments. Then it was time for the warm-up. Next, everyone grabbed their uniforms and headed for the dressing rooms. The uniforms would soak up a lot of heat from the relentless Florida sun, but the band was already prepared to deal with it. What's the key to surviving this kind of a parade?
Well, the key to surviving, I think this kind of parade is simply the kids will have enough adrenaline, I think, to make through it. If they did what I told them to do this morning, which was drink lots of water while in the park this morning. I've seen a lot of them at the water fountains. The parade's only about 3/4 of a mile, so I think we'll be fine.
This is an important performance for the Henry Clay Band, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I talked to them last night. We've done so much in the first 2 months of school that, you know, and this is just a culmination of it all. It'll be a real treat.
What's going through your mind right now? This is a very important performance.
Kind of scared, but I think it'll be really fun because Disney's kind of a happy place. It presents a happy environment with lots of people who really want to see it, so I think it'll be good for us.
You ready for this?
Okay.
It's going to be hot.
Oh, no. We'll see. Well, yeah, oh, gosh. I don't know.
Are you nervous?
Yes, I'm very nervous.
You'll be okay.
Hopefully.
At precisely 3:30 p.m., the parade began, and the Henry Clay Band had the honor of leading it off. All along the parade route, the kids from Kentucky were greeted by enthusiastic applause and countless clicking cameras. parade ended with an exhilarating march down Main Street. All in all, it was an awesome experience. What was it like when you stepped out for the first time?
My blood was rushing really bad because I was really nervous because I didn't know what the people would think of us. So.
But it went okay, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was really hot, but it was worth it.
It was fun. I had a great time.
That was awesome, sweaty, and fun.
Move out all those sports trophies. This goes in this place. A flag for you guys. Again, thank you. Thanks for being part of our Millennium Celebration here at Walt Disney World. So it's a great time to be here, and you guys are awesome. So thank you very much.
The kids spent the rest of their last day in Florida at Disney World, enjoying the rides and enjoying the friendships. Okay, what crime did you commit?
I forgot my black socks.
How about you?
Yeah, I forgot my reed.